If you're looking to get started as a creator, whether it's video editing, screen capture, or both, and you're looking for a powerful yet easy to use platform, then I'm going to tell you right now, Camtasia 2023 may very well just be it. In this review, we're going to take a look at the Camtasia 2023 platform, including their Rev feature, which is really awesome and really just simplifies the process and gives you an amazing output and saves tons of time. Whether you're a seasoned pro or just getting started, this app will allow you to produce really great looking videos. Again, whether it's editing or screen capture, it's all right here. I've been using Camtasia for a really long time, and whether it's just for personal things, for doing other reviews, or maybe it's just sending screen captures to somebody and videos to say, hey, this is how you do something. It has always been a really great interface, a great software, and I've compared it to other video captures out there, and they're just not on par with this. I love this platform and all the upgrades that are available now in Camtasia and all the automations, and I'm sure future automations and just things that are gonna make it easier to edit and just happen more quickly. This is so awesome. I'm not gonna give you a full in-depth tutorial how to do things, but I felt like there's definitely some of these features that I just need to highlight and show how they work and how they could benefit you. And I know it's kind of funny they call it Camtasia 2023. Obviously, we're in 2024 right now, but it's just one of those things that's just the platform model. They're going to keep adding on to it. New releases come out, new updates, but that is what we're looking at. So one of the biggest software features is this Rev feature. After I was finished filming the screen capture, it drops you into Camtasia Rev. Now you don't have to do this, but this isn't just another option. But you can see it already said, hey, we're going to drop out your background. It pre-formatted this, but if I want to change it up, all I got to do is click these different things and it's going to give me pre-formats. The other awesome thing about this is even if I go and I say edit in Camtasia, I'm not stuck to how this looks. I can edit it to any of these other ones, go back, change things, whatever I want to do. But what this is doing, it's giving me a really quick way to just go here and say, hey, this is a quick way to make these edits and make your video pretty much look even more fantastic than what it started out as, and give you a really great starting point. So you have all these different features here. Check this out, and they keep adding new ones. You have your filters. So really we can just do everything that's straightforward. So I'm going to change my layout again. And I will say that depending on your background, it does a pretty good job of removing the background, and you could tweak it. But if you had a solid color background, it's going to do even better. And I just love this feature here. Also, like I mentioned before, if you are just happy with this edit in general, you can just export that video file and be done. But it made it so much easier to do things and just really amplified the look and feel of your video with really just clicks of a button. So if we take a look at the screen here, I have an older review that I did and used Camtasia on to do screen captures, but you can see this is set up just like another nonlinear video editor. And what I will say is, yes, I have used this as a straight video editor because you can bring videos into it, but I also do have another video editor only because I think I've just used that one for so long and things are just so quick and I can pretty much close my eyes and do anything. Do I really need that other one? Probably not. I could do everything honestly with Camtasia. So if, again, you're getting started with video editing and screen capture, this is really an all-in-one system. So looking right here, we have our timeline. Another really awesome thing about this is typically if you were to record a video, you have a video and an audio track, and obviously you can add on to that with like effects. But when you record this way, you could split these tracks out. So everything is being recorded, and then when you're done recording, it's split out. You have an audio track, you have video track, and then you have your motion track. So everything is there where you can go back in and you can rework all these different things instead of having one file and you're like, well, I guess that's it. If we just jump through some of these, I'll show you real quick. You can do things like obviously add media, all your different background colors if you want to change what that looks like. Also, we have ways to add annotation. So if you want to blur and highlight, but look at all these features. Like, what I would say is when I started reviewing this, everything I thought like, hey, that would be a really cool feature to have. And even if I didn't find it just right off the bat and went to TechSmith's support forum, which is really good, by the way, I found out how to do it. I'm like, that is so crazy. Like, they really have thought about everything. And I keep seeing when the new updates roll out that there's more features that you could use. So back here, we have all these different things. So if we want to take this over, if we want to like blur an area, stuff like that, you can, select the intensity to blur around it to really highlight things. So we can take that out. So let's go do that. Let's see what else. I could blur the area. It's so cool. So cool. I just love this. So the visual effects are really cool. So we can just, if we wanted to, we go to one of these clips here. So it's a smaller clip. And if we wanted to drop this in, we can easily drop it in a coloring effect. And then you have all these features on the side here to work with them, which makes it really great because it's so simplified and you don't have to be an advanced video editor, but you still have advanced tools to do a lot of different things. So maybe you're not colorizing your latest screen capture like this, but maybe there's other footage that you're editing that you shot that you really want to do that, and you have that option. Look over at visual effects. You can see everything here. We have a device frame, so if we want to do that, you can see it frames it like on a computer screen, kind of cool. You have corner rounding, which I have enabled. You could always turn that off easily. You can mask, make interactive hotspots, and that's another really cool thing about this video. So you have export options. If I want to export it to just one platform where it's a straight video file, you could do that. But then they also have an ability to export as an interactive video where there could be quizzes involved to it through their own format. And I believe there's other formats that are supported. And it just like so many different options. So you can do everything from trainings to just, recording an overview of that just one single video. But it's really, everything is right there and very straightforward. And like I mentioned, that support forum is awesome. You can really learn everything you need to. So there's also this other really awesome feature, which is the connect to mobile device. And it gives you a QR code to scan. And then once you scan that code, you can go over to the text method mobile device, do whatever video there, and we'll automatically connect and drop it into your media bucket. It is really cool and works very fast. All this crazy features. It is so cool. Next, we're going to look at transitions. So you have everything from your standard fades that you could easily do. You can cut using the tools if you want to do that. But then they also have things like, hey, let's go ahead and add a flare to this. Let's see if I can grab that right there. So if that will work. Yep, you see the flare happen as I rolled over it. Pretty cool, right? And you just drop it and you can do whatever you need here on the side that you want to change it, whether it's a reflection or the flare that we just dropped in, and you're going to be all set. Next, we have our animations. So if we want to do an animation, like if we want this to fly in, I think from the right, let's see if that's going to work here. Well, actually, I just put that on the screen at the bottom. So let's do that here. So if I want to do this one, that's because it's split out to different videos. So you got to remember that, but it makes it really nice because I can edit just this video here. And then if I wanted to edit this one of me talking, I could do that separately. So pretty cool. Smart focus. If we want to do a motion path. So the motion path means it's just going to follow. Oh, I did it on the other one again. Got to remember that. So let's see. So you get the motion path. You can see how it kind of moves, but you can set up that path to do pretty much whatever you want, depending on where you want different elements on the screen. And you have all these features to fix that path. So another really awesome feature that I'm loving that's going to save you tons of time is something like smart focus. So if we were to take smart focus here, drop it down. So what will happen is you may have to reduce the screen, the overall screen size to make this happen, but it's going to analyze your video and it's going to automatically zoom in and do things like that, tracking the cursor, and really give that video that extra step that's needed all automatically. But then you can go ahead, and if I'm like, I don't really like this, I can click it, or I can move it or extend it. I could do all that still. So you're not set with like, well, that's what you get, too bad. But you'll see here on the video screen and what we start out as, and then as I'm talking, things are zooming in and moving around. Otherwise, you're gonna have to do it yourself, or you just have one static video that's kind of boring. But doing it this way, absolutely love it. Here we're looking at different behaviors, so we can drop these in, and then we have things like fades and jump and fill and reveal. Another really great load of different animations and things where all we got to do is just pretty much just drop it in and it's going to do something on its own. Easily take it out. We have our cursor effects. Now, cursor effects I absolutely love, especially when you're trying to do a highlight video and show somebody how to do things. We can do things like drop it right on there and it's going to find that cursor. Let's go ahead. I'm going to drop it further down so we can see it. So see that cursor there, and then let's see, we can do right clicks, or if we want to do a cursor color, see it change the color of it. You can add a shadow to it, and you can all adjust this. You want to magnify it. How awesome is this? It just makes things so easy for not only yourself as an editor and screen capture pro, but also makes the final end product really great for the end user. You can also follow clicks. So if we click, it's going to do a highlight, or you can add sounds and things like that. So that's really cool. The audio effects, maybe there could be more added here, but honestly, the ones that are here, the 6 that you see, happen really good and straightforward and work really well. Voice narration. So what's the voice narration? So pretty much if you have your video laid out and you want to go back and lay over a narration, you can do that here, and you can put your script, and as you're watching it, you have your script right in front of you, all there. Makes it really easy and straightforward to do, and then you can start your voice recording, and that will be on a different track, so you don't have to worry about overlaying on other things there. Now, with that said, you can also do captions. So if you want to go ahead and we have, let's see if we have this cut out, so we have our audio track cut here so we can see that, and we can either add our own captions, which is really cool, and you can export those. Or what we could do is, if I go ahead and I'm gonna quickly just make a cut here, and I want to automatically transcribe this. Now, a lot of times you'll have to do this through a different platform, but this is built into Camtasia, and I tried this without having it learn my voice, and it still did a really good job at it. So I'm gonna guess if I did the learning process that it's gonna do even better. So you can see how that timeline works, and it's so simple and easy to use, really. If you watch a couple of their videos on how to just do basic editing, you're gonna be set and ready to go. You can see all these other options. We have our captions and markers if we wanna mark on timelines where specific things happen. But this is what I'm looking for right here. So this is apply speech to text, and then you also have improved speech to text. So if you run it and you're like, oh, this is really not that great, you can always improve it, and it will listen to your voice, how you talk, and then help it to learn, how to convert it to text. And it talks about your training your voice and to get better accurate. So I'm just going to continue, and we're going to do selected media, and obviously it's going to be pretty quick because it's a small clip. But look at this right here. So we have all these, and if I want, I can go back here because I'm pretty sure I didn't say wind blows CIA here. So I can go back in, change what I need to, and then we are set. So as I mentioned, there are so many features in this platform. So really this tool is the ultimate all-in-one video editor for screen capture, editing videos, whether or not you've used it for screen capture or you want to combine videos into it. But if you're really looking to get started in video and video editing, this tool is going to be ideal for you. Now, it looks like that they've gone to that subscription model, and even for the price that they charge, which is really not that much a month, it is 100% worth it, because a lot of these platforms are going to it. So if you really need to choose one, I would say, hey, this is a great one to have on hand to be able to do pretty much everything with a great end product and final looking video, whether it's a straight video that's flattened or a video that's interactive, depending on what your project needs are. So just some final thoughts. I really am enjoying Camtasia 2023 and all the different features available to me. And I also think that if this is some type of field and area that you want to get started in, or looking to add another type of program on top of your arsenal already, then TextMeth's Camtasia is going to be the way to go.